I'm here. Yup.
Alrighty, what is up, everybody? Welcome into the stream. Champions League. What is this, week 2? CC versus YUCK. So, who'd all played so far this week? Let me get a look. Open up the PC.
Yep.
Oh, for some reason I'm pinged up there. Alright, game scores. So far for week 2, we've had RPK take down FVR in a 7-4 victory. We see both those teams are in the Alpha Division, so open up Alpha. That would bring RPK up to 1-1 and drop FVR down to 1-1. So pretty equal there. Next game that was played so far this week was the Order 7-2ing Miami Neon. Now they're Bravo Division, so let me just pop that back up. Oh, Miami Neon off to a very, very rocky start at 0-2. And the Order absolutely cleaning house at, 2-0 with a 14-5 round differential. Escargo, what do you make of that? 14-5.
I'm frankly not that surprised. Order is one of the best teams around. There's no other way to put it. And uh yeah, I don't think that there's much else to say. It's a great start for them. 5.2 is also the only other undefeated team. They're in Alpha Division. They have a +4 round differential. I don't remember what exactly that comes down to in terms of counts. I think that would be something like 14-10 maybe. I haven't checked. Um, but
Check that in a second.
very very dominant play and likely to continue. They'll be next week they'll be playing Obey.
Oh,
You know,
question. Do you think the Order's great start so far has been due to, trying to think of the right way to word this, strength of schedule, or do you think that they're just mopping up whoever they play against?
I mean, I think these aren't easy opponents, no matter what. There's no way to there's no way to slice it and say that Way and Neon aren't talented teams, but it is certainly beneficial for them that they have played the two teams that currently have the worst records in Bravo, two of the three worst records in the entire league. Both of them still needing to get any points on the board. Um,
See,
but
for
yeah,
me,
I do
that's
think that is something to keep in mind. Is kind of a slightly more beneficial schedule.
definitely a very good take. For the next match that was played this week, we had Obey versus Way, with Obey 7-3ing Way. So Way's just, again, a horrendous start so far. I mean, I don't blame them. They played two of the better teams around. I mean, Obey, in my opinion, still kind of untested, so we want to see how they turn out. But they lost to the Order. Not a bad loss. The Obey game, they only took 3 rounds from Obey. With Obey 7-3 in that win. I mean, props to Obey for coming out so strong. But, maybe we see Way hang in the contenders a little bit more after that one. Next up
Yeah.
was 5.2, 8, or 8-6 in God's favor. That one was close. I mean, that's almost too close for comfort there for 5.2. They really
Yeah.
don't have a great round differential either. I mean, 7-5 and then an 8-6. Teams are taking rounds and bringing it very close. So hopefully, we'll see 5.2 either lock it in or start losing. Yeah, they're just kind of riding that middle line of being terrific but being bad.
Yep. We'll see how that shakes out, which side it sort of ends up on.
All right, and now what do we have next? You want to do your predictions now, or do you want to keep talking about these divisions and how they're stacking up so far?
Predictions for this game, I'm willing to go there. Yeah.
All right, so well, what are you predicting?
Pardon.
It is
I'm going
Nighthaven with
with
CC starting attack.
CC starts attack here. Um, I'm honestly going with CC. Yuck is a good team. Yuck currently, third in the conference. They have 1-0. I think that works out to what, a 7-4 win because they have a +3 round differential.
Starting one,
CC,
yeah.
yeah, simply one round difference between them. Um, and I think considering the teams that they played last week, Yuck played Obey, CC played Neon. I think that CC likely drubbing Neon more convincingly than Yuck defeated Obey leads me to believe that it's going to end up being a CC game here. If I had to guess a score, maybe 7-5. I think this is going to be a pretty close game, but we'll see.
I can't quite get the chat giving me what they think round differential will be. However, we are 34-6 in vote differential. I think last time we seen a vote blowout that bad, it was actually an upset game for RPK versus Santos, who was
It
recently
was.
disbanded, by the way. Ah,
Yeah.
so
Tragic.
I mean they're going with CC, and I can't help it, but they're my boys. So I know how they play Nighthaven. They're extremely just well holding it. Their attacks are well coordinated and well pushed because of the amount of kind of chemistry these two teams have to each other. So this one being a CC victory is just pretty well clear cut in my opinion. I mean, I don't think we're going to see an upset tonight. However, I would love to. I mean, please, come on, Glybo, Riddens, prove me wrong. You two are the knock 'em out team. Now, do you want to talk about let's get back to this weekly schedule and look at this. Let's see. RPK FVR played. Obey Way played. Void Santos played, and actually Santos disbanded and got replaced by 619. So,
Yep.
or no, they're playing tonight. That's what it is, yeah. Void plays 619 tonight. Probably right after this game, we'll try and rate them.
I believe so. Yeah. I think that
Yeah,
we're having a doubleheader
yeah.
with them.
Right now is the CC versus YUCK game. Should be pretty well played. Should honestly could overlap their stream depending how these two teams play each other. I mean, CC is typically a more methodical clear, methodical hold, so their rounds go all the way to the end. They're not swinging like monkeys at everything. I don't know how Yuck plays. I know Glybo is more of a tourney guy. He's a good player. Riddens, I really don't know him too well. Same with Quez. But if they're tourney players like what we've seen in leagues past, I got a feeling they're going to be hyper aggressive, swing everything, and win everything. Now, looking here, we had the Order of Miami already play and 5.2 God's Favor already play. Well, this week's games weren't horrible lineups. Well, excuse me. Everyone was definitely close in skill. Now, with 619 replacing Santos, where do you rank them amongst teams? They will be
Um.
taking Santos's 1-0 record, I believe.
Yeah.
Do you think they
I
maintain
think
that third spot, or do you think that they drop all the way to almost last in their division?
I think they'll maintain third, maybe fourth. 619 is quite good. Um. It'll be interesting. I think that it's very fortuitous to say the least that they got the win. They inherited that from Santos, but it'll now just be up to them to prove that they can hang around and that they won't just get bullied by the other teams, even though they are a late arrival per se.
They're not. I put them about the level that I would put like Void in God's favor.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, even 5.2 because 5.2 is just on a stellar break right now after that pickup of Visix and Zemphi. That pre Zemphi Visix pickup, I was rating 5.2 a little lower. Seeing what their team looks like now, I still think 5.2 will hold this lead. I think FVR is going to come in right behind them. It's going to come down to RPK or Void for that third spot. Fourth spot, it's going to be between them and probably 619. I don't see God's favor holding up very well, continuing throughout this season. I mean, they started 0-1 with a 5-7 loss. I really haven't seen too much on that team, so maybe they're going to come out and prove me wrong this week. Although they already lost 5.2, so maybe next week they'll prove me wrong. But I just kind of see this scaling continue almost the way we've seen so far, but a couple teams moving their positions up and 619 dropping down. Um,
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I think that 5.2 likely will get in. I would obviously there's still a few weeks left for them to jockey for position. I would say I think RPK and then FVR, and then I think it comes down to just 619 or favor, and I would go with favor. But the
You're
fourth
putting
spot I think is
619 over favor. I could see, or yeah, you said 619 over favor, correct?
sure.
I could definitely see that. What roster did 619 bring? I didn't see it yet in roster changes.
Um, Let me see.
They might not
I
have
don't
put
know if
one
they.
in yet. Oh, there it is. Hated Chris, UMG, VJ Pex, Majjad, all really, really good players. So maybe
Uh,
619 isn't going to play around. I mean, God's favor, they have, Sincere, uh, they have Sincere, and he's decent. God's favor definitely not boasting the strongest roster we've seen in here for a little while.
yeah,
But they do win, so I mean they won other not this league yet I don't think, but they've won around other leagues.
yeah. I think that's the argument for them is that they've won other leagues. Now they should be competitive here.
Yeah, so far that's kind of like why these teams got invited. Like FER has won leagues. RPK, they haven't won a league yet as they're still relatively new, but their players are all known. Void has won leagues and makes semifinals in almost every paid league. 619, they're in the same boat as Void. 5.2, they used to be the most dominant team in comp. That was at the fall of Yegris, was the rise of 5.2. And I think CC Rising, how they did, kind of killed 5.2 back down to normal levels, but they were still, like, 5.2 had that like 2 or 3 month stretch where they were just unbeatable. God's favor, they make almost every playoffs. You see them make deeper playoff pushes. I don't see them in finals very often. Obey is still too new to judge. Way is still too new to judge. But looking at their rosters, they're two of the better rosters around. CC, I mean, they're still one of the most dominant teams in comp. I think the only people that beat them was the old Barras team, could beat them, and I don't think they ever did. And the Order, who has been putting a whooping on them every time they play because the Order locks in the hardest they ever do. Yuck, again, they're just a play off their roster type, and they've got Glybo, Riddens, and Buida. So I don't even know who their next couple people who they're joining are, but they're pretty much one of the most solid teams I've seen skill wise. The Order, that's Jeff Sicko and his company there. Just insane frag power that they bring if they don't screw around. That's if you catch them during the season when they don't care, you're gonna beat them because they don't care. They don't start playing until playoffs. That's their regular season starts in playoffs. Miami, they've lost a lot of power over the years. However, they are one of the longest running teams. I think one of the only teams that has ran longer has probably been VPR, but VPR has even slowed down and stopped. So now it's just Miami Neon is like they're a brand name that you know outside of comp. We're still waiting on this one last guy to join, and he's going to be a minute. So, Escargot, pull out your stat sheets and get to reading, my brother.
Uh, it's been a mess. I have not been able to get much done because it's been a struggle.
Do you have anything on CC or Yuck or no?
Unfortunately not.
Ooh,
Um, I'm hoping to get some stuff done tonight. It's been real tough.
nah, no, that's
Um,
understandable.
yeah.
CC plays
Uh,
really well off of picking and being like honestly, they play better into being picked at times. They lose a life, it makes them tighten up that gap around where that guy died, so they can kind of flex into his position and hold better.
Interesting. Yeah,
Very
I
interesting.
don't know if I've seen either of these teams play before, so it should be very interesting to watch and understand how they operate. But it should be a very enjoyable game. Certainly hope.
I mean, we definitely hope it's going to be enjoyable. I mean, to the everybody has been talking up Yuck to be this like amazing team. Again, I haven't really seen them play too much, but I hope that they fulfill that. I hope they live up to that role because we need more really good teams coming in. The competitive scene as we know it is kind of on a downturn. We don't have new players joining. We don't have unskilled players joining. We have very few skilled players coming in because everybody goes to tournaments now. So hopefully this league will be something that kind of, resets the tone and brings people back into enjoying the game. They do have their fifth in now. Let's make sure they're ready.
That's good, Punk.
Ridden said just oh god.
Bruising.
Oh my god.
We all ready?
Are you
Oh,
fucking
never mind.
kidding me?
Yeah,
Yo,
versus, bruh.
Yo, is this thing on?
muted? I'm so ugly.
I for you guys, so please have mercy.
Yo, disconnect
yo,
your
Glybot,
mic
set
and
your
then plug it back
robot.
in.
Don't decline it this time, Glybo.
While I'm thinking of it, do you have any way to get into the game, or do you just want to watch off my stream?
I can just watch off of
I'm screen
I can
sharing
just
to
watch
you
off
now.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Gosh.
That's 4, Riley.
Thank
4.
Oh, that's 4?
Sorry, I was seeing my screen there.
Yo, 4, your mic is
Yo,
ass.
Yo, 4.
You
We
sound
can't
like a
hear you,
robot.
bro.
Hey, he
I
said
hope
stop
that's not
cursing,
the
Quickie,
stream.
please. Stop.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
Idiot.
Oh, that's super hot fire.
When the sun comes out
Alright,
tomorrow. Better.
We can hear you now, so yeah, it's a lot better.
Okay. I will end the podcast. So
Oh, don't start it. That was on accident.
message with it.
Yeah, start the game. Type shit.
No,
Don't
they
forget- Stop, Quickie. Idiot.
no, they just texted it just
You're
now,
blacklisted.
actually.
Shut up. You're blacklisted.
You alive, bro? Hello?
Cool.
Let's go.
I'm here.
You just disappeared for me for a second. Once we know all teams are in and ready,
Yeah.
No,
Let's
when
go.
did you ever dick road me in the
No,
first place?
Oh, the match has begun. There's no.
I think we had all 5 in. I looked over. Yes, we do. Okay. I just read the Discord too.
All good. Oh, do we know what's going on?
I don't know. See here. I'll pick up it. There we go. This. Video cap.
Your audio is cutting in and out quite a bit.
I hope so. All right. How about now?
Yeah, I got
Do-
you.
Do I sound
hear you.
better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
When they like some each work and now like we're back can't my so yeah
Changing legs.
I'm sorry. You're still really choppy, bro. I can make conjecture as to what you just said, but
10 seconds. Attackers have located a bomb.
How about if I
What?
remove this? Does this sound a little bit better?
That sounds better, yeah.
Attackers are moving.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
I don't know why either.
Bomb diffuser.
Yeah, I just got added by Trip and saying my thing's cutting out like crazy.
Oh yeah, yup. It's just very choppy. So,
Give 2 minutes. Like I said, I wonder if it's because of the GPU load that gets put onto my PC.
maybe.
Is this? And Quickie finding that first pick on a Glybo, it's going to come through as a really clean one. They already have that connector wall open. They're trying to make this push through connector. I think, yeah, the mirror's, like, not popped, but hit. Quickie finding his double kill as Quez decides to swing him. Good play to kind of flame himself off, give himself time to reload and get in a better position. The Mira and Buita both playing off each other as Riddance gets swung up by Quickie. That's a triple kill onto the round. Come on, 2 more, buddy. 2 more to ace it. Preps the kind of swinging, getting really aggressive here from this electrical. Vizsla going into plant servers, and we'll have Quickie laying a ton of damage down onto Flex. However, Buita's able to pick up a kill on the Stargazer. Flex tanks Vizsla. Flex eats Quickie's head. And now we're down to a 2v2, and plant does not go down. Yeah, what started as definitely CC's round has flipped as it went on. And Buita finding that kill into Abolish, and now is Crypto left in a 1v2 situation. Coming through, he's got Buita playing in the top rafters. C4 coming through the air, 360, got him. Get a blue Yeti, please, trust me. When I get back from this Siege Invitational, I will be getting a blue Yeti mic. Escargot, what do you have to think on that round?
Very interesting to say the least. You know, it was a good approach by CC. Very good effort. And then I think it just kind of fell apart. You know, they got connector while they got opening frag from them correctly, and they had the numbers. They had somebody on site planting, and they just didn't cover him right. I think that's what really undid the entire round, is the fact that they didn't really coordinate that execute right.
I will say
they had a player covering her, of course. They had somebody watching. I think at the cap, if I remember correctly, that was Crypto that was covering. Covering.
To me, their biggest fail point was they didn't bring anybody this top blue. If they would have had somebody here that could have pressured that Mira as well as the Bandit, maybe keep your player alive in this bottom warehouse who has to push up, or put some connector or IT wall pressure, just something to kind of spread them a little bit thinner, because they let them kind of group up and be able to steady hold. So now we got a basement hold coming with a hard roam upstairs.
Moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
It was very one-dimensional.
Yeah, it was a very one-dimensional push, and I think that's why 1C4 and a couple good shots is what ruined it.
Yeah.
Once I find my mouse, which I don't know where it's at. It's not on my screen anywhere. And Glybo being first picked by Abolish, that's a good one from him. Taking into the lobby now. And we know he's going to try and push this kitchen out. They've got 2 players playing up in it. Quickie needs to be there for some shots to come. Be able to play his buddy's refrag, and I think he's setting up for it. Crypto going for, what is this? It's not that north side. Fragging in onto Quez. They definitely got to push those guys out. Or Quickie jumps into kitchen, and now him and Riddance will be definitely trying to get into some gunfights. Escar, how's the stream look on your end?
It looks good. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah. I'm mentally shocked. But just a pretty solid push so far that we're seeing from CC, continuing to try and put some pressure on the vertical extension that the Yuck's deploying. C4 goes out, misses unfortunately there for Quex, as he's just going to continue to fall back. They have man advantage, and they have plenty of time now. They're going to try and flush out Riddance here. Not sure if they're still aware that he's in lounge, but the show being restricted here. Caught there by the ace of Stargazer's swings, and that'll be, actually, pardon me, Quickie finishing him off. For now, a 2-man lead here for CC.
I don't know why Crypto swung first with that pistol out. Abolish playing the vertical, able to find up Quez. Now it's on the flex and Buida. Buida waiting for a jump in. I don't think there's anybody even out there now to make that jump in. Oh, nope. Here comes Stargazer, and no, Quickie's going up above. Yeah, Stargazer's going to be contesting these holes that he made. Somebody definitely has to. You got to do something other than just push one-dimensionally. And with him going down there, he's absolutely able to pick Buida, and Quickie will find Flex, giving him a flawless attack. See, if he didn't rotate off, I think they would have got too one-dimensional with it, and it would have been more of an easy stop. So there's that rotate around at the last minute of the round helps.
Yeah, just a very clean push there from them. I think that very quick comparison, last round, the first round, pardon me, we saw, and we criticized them for having a very one-dimensional push. Last round,
Attackers need to locate and
much
defuse as many bombs as they
more
can.
well distributed, and was able to more effectively, pinch out the offset presence and push around anybody that was anchoring. I think that was the big difference maker.
Yeah, what do we got coming here now? It looks like pretty much the exact same defense coming from Glybo and YUCK. Now we're going to see Abolish the TikTok star just frag out again on Ash. Get a couple good entry picks. However, if we talk about fragging out, look at Quickie now, 5-1.
Ooh.
5 seconds
I mean,
to go.
I always dedicate rounds by multiples of 5 kills. So, like, technically speaking, he's won a round by himself.
Yeah. Kind of crazy.
And it looks like Vizsla and Stargazer, the two more supporting ops here. While supporting players on CC will be going for this wall first. However, it will be bandit tricked by Riddance. And here it comes. Bandit trick kind of goes off. He is able to save one wall,
A bomb has been located.
but they get the other side open next to him. Are they even aggressing it anymore? No, they both dropped off.
Yep. Probably wise. They don't have an OSA, so it's not like they're going to be playing that very strongly, but it's still going to be something that YUCK will need to be mindful of now.
We do have Guida playing up in servers. Still off site. Quez able to take Stargazer's head off through that vending window, and Glybo is the only man left in cafeteria. Everybody kind of moved away from him. I think we're gonna see a double swing coming from that kitchen window in this kitchen or this cafeteria door. Or Vizsla's gonna. What did he do? Drop hatch?
I think so.
He did. Yeah.
Yep. Crazy.
Very crazy. However, Buida's bottom of CC stairs, and I think he's prepping a swing around because he's got kind of everybody around in that area. It's all, like I said, a lot of this is going to depend how he pushes his way forward. I'd rather him be a little bit more passive than what he's being, personally speaking, but I mean, to him being aggressive has been working, so.
Indeed. He is 3-1 at the moment. Let's see if he can get another one here.
They do have live
Right
pings
now.
on him, though.
Yeah. They don't seem to be doing much about him, I think is the issue.
I really don't think they care about him.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like, he's not a direct threat, so why worry? And Abolish will take that gunfight, though, and keep swinging it. I mean, you're now down man advantage. Now's not the time to be swinging. They said we're actually about to see Quickie. He's going to be covering the plant from Vizsla. Smart, smart. Plant going down. You hear the buttons hitting. Doc eating a couple shots to the back here.
Eyes on the diffuser. Attackers need
And now they are holding everything. Vizsla is taken down. The swing coming from Riddance now onto Quickie, who's in a very, very precarious situation. Vizsla or Abolish are able to find one. Quickie able to pick that kill up, though, and save it. Abolish finding another one. It's not Flex last alive. He has to try and swing Quickie if he wants a chance to win. And I think Quickie, I don't know if Quickie's going to have the angle to hit him. It's a drop from Hatch, and he's pinched in by Abolish and Quickie. Good way to rush and get that plant down the way they did.
A beautiful post plan as well, I would say, by CC. Great coverage there above by Abolish, and then Quickie obviously coming in clutch by holding down that that assembly wall, if I remember correctly. And that was ultimately, what what brought the round their way. I think if Quickie hadn't picked up that frag in the middle of assembly, that round probably would have turned the other way.
I was just about to say, Quickie, like, when he was holding that wall down there, is honestly probably the only thing that saved that round going their direction.
Yep.
I wonder if my Blue Yeti still works. I'll have to find it. I have an old Blue Yeti. I just never really liked the sound quality of it. And I also don't have a cord anymore for it. It uses like one of the old Verizon cords, you know what I mean? And their defense up here is looking pretty much default.
Yeah.
Nothing really special, I mean.
Not really. If I remember correctly, I think this is what their second time now going here.
That it would be, yes.
Yeah. And,
This is the only round that they won.
Yup. Yeah. So we'll see.
Wada eating a ton of damage off the rip.
Oh yeah.
I think that's probably Abolish who's coming upstairs. Or no, it's maybe done through these Maverick holes. As we see Stargazer rip that wall open. I mean, I'd like to see, Abolish needs to maybe get aggressive. However, they do have Buida, who's going to be on this rotate around. I think he's trying to rotate himself to the, yeah, he's going to stairs.
Yep. Going cross country.
But he's definitely going for a run.
Yep.
More full holes being opened by Crypto. I mean, I'm never much of a Maverick fan, but this is working for him. I always like to see more of Maverick being played. Quickie already taking electrical. Last time he was here, he got like a 3K over. Glybo will come up behind him. Did he not have anybody watching his back there?
I don't think so. The players on connector, I guess, weren't just paying great attention. If I would guess, I would assume Glybo was just sort of hidden in that nook in connector and was able to just kind of slide over and take it out.
But Stargazer swinging off these live pings onto Glybo. I know he wants that kill. He just doesn't have a whole lot of health. He will find the down, though. And pick the kill off that. They're very, very low HP down there. C4 pre-rip from Buida as we have Vizsla going for this heavy swing onto him. Just whiffs it, though. Moving between Quez and Buida because Buida swings and takes that kill onto Viz. And now we have Quez going for the swing up onto, I believe that is Abolish or Stargazer. It's Stargazer who takes out into Electrical now. Abolish still holding his way through connector. I mean, somebody's got to take a kill here as Quez finds that frag. Gets Riddance, though. Where did Riddance come from? Quez has to be just chilling Electrical then. And Abolish seen flexed his head and just doesn't pull on it. Very, very poor position now for Abolish. He kind of put himself into his. Buida gets the kill on a Crypto. And now it's the 1v3 and they pick that up.
Yeah, it just sort of fell off the rails. I don't fully understand what happened. They just seemed to slow to a stop there in the latter portions of that round. Obviously not, Abolish didn't do any favors to himself with how he played that, sort of putting himself on an island there. But it just didn't make a whole lot of sense, especially considering that they didn't have diffuser last I checked. It was just sort of a painful round for them. We'll see if they can turn it around here. So now look to attack basement.
Yeah, that definitely like I said, Abolish put himself into some very precarious situations, and then not pulling the trigger on. I believe it was Flex who was playing the Goyo. I mean, just not saying that round is his fault. I will never put blame onto one player. It's a team game. It's a 5v5. You start even. But he definitely didn't do a favor to himself there at the end. However, in that situation, I wouldn't even have gotten a single kill, so I can't really talk much.
Me too, bro. Me too.
5 seconds to go.
This defense looking a little bit more thought out and set up. More verticality being played. Are we going to see Quez actually try and hold storage down to
Uh,
contest the hatches? I'm thinking we will.
That's that's what it looks like, but at the same time, I don't know how long he's going to be able to hold it for. Just the fact that it's storage.
Ooh, and Glabo does get the good bandit trick off. Only one little hole gets opened out of everything.
That's nearly perfect, and that's both Selmas. So,
And he's got one
not a
left in
lot.
his pocket. I would honestly save it and go somewhere else. C4 coming from Glabo does not hit anybody with it, and Stargazer will rotate off because I think he's going to need that for the hatch. Although he doesn't even have enough to open a hatch.
Yeah. Maybe he rotates it over to, what is that? Nano?
So I'm just trying to
right
flip utility real quick.
You're good.
I think Quickie might lose his head here to Riddens, as he doesn't, like, the floor just prevents him from seeing down there. But they're opening up absolutely everything they can verticality-wise. Buita coming off the flank now. If they don't know he's there, he's going to be deadly, however. I hope Stargazer might have heard him drop. In the windows, Quickie's out there. Quickie, maybe he knows he's ready?
A bomb has been located.
Labo getting picked. I believe that was a good swing from Vizsla, who's going in for the plant. Crypto finding Quez. We're gonna have to. Quickie's gonna have to hold his boy here, as Rins is more interested in trying to. Oh, never mind. Rins is down there now. Evolution getting that kill. Stargazer being taken down by Flex. Flex picking up Vizsla as well. Now down to a 2v3. Buita was the one who was upstairs, and I think Crypto was crouching, like crouch walking up to him. They need to do something now to go for that plant again. I mean, it worked last time, and it works for a reason. Or this time, the defense was just more prepared for it. Abolishin, though, has control downstairs. I mean, he's going to find an easy kill onto this Doc here in 2 seconds as soon as Doc, you know, sombers up a little bit. Gets a little bit more mellow into holding. We have Buita going for this crouch peek. They now know that they have to know Abolish is down here, right? I mean, the way they're going for these peeks. Wall banging onto Buita. And Abolish going for peek, or for plant, sorry. They do have the vertical holding him. Finding that kill onto Flex, and Abolish will take Flex, sorry. Crypto finding Buita?
Believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got him through vert.
I think my cat just pooped.
The attempted storage hole didn't really pan out too much, it seemed, for YUCK there.
Did it though? I mean, they held a lot stronger than they did last time.
Yeah.
Defenders,
I mean,
protect
it
your
certainly
bombs from
didn't
being defused by
backfire. I just don't know if it was. I don't exactly know how impactful it was in terms of
bomb located by attackers.
denying map control for a significant amount of time. Ultimately, I think it's just CC putting up a very well assembled attack. And again, they're getting the vertical here. Most of these rounds they're getting vertical and they're playing that very effectively, and that's what's kind of selling them, at least on the other side. On this side,
10 seconds to go.
it's been kind of tough. First time around, CC ended up winning it.
Seconds remaining.
Or, actually, no, pardon me. YUCK won it.
Attackers are moving
Or
to
remember
defuse
correctly,
the
both times, simply because CC doesn't typically put up a very nuanced package. Yeah, it's just falling short.
Typically, when CC has something that works, they stick with it. Now, they don't have an attack layout. They don't sit there and plot them out. But a push like the one they just hit is just kind of more or less their go-to because it's always what they run. And, ooh. There goes that Mira, and we have a player running up to play a suicide hold close. Glybo almost losing it on that suicide hold. And definitely not a great play there, as the Mira's open already. Because they're bringing a Maverick for this, and it's what I like to see. Really ballsy play by Stargazer to go for that now. However, Quickie's already in electrical frying Glybo. Holy. Off sites, though, we do have Buita and Riddance. I mean, they definitely, find these dudes. Because they're going to come up on a good flank. Vizsla has servers. Oh, wait, no. Site is downstairs. That's why they don't care that much. Crypto coming through Animus now.
Interesting.
I wasn't expecting that. All the utility that I seen come upstairs, for my brain just automatically went, it's upstairs hold. But no, now they got to definitely rethink this push a little bit as Vizsla gets swung on by Flexed. However, Quickie's able to hit the refrag and Abolish able to pick one up. Now down to a 2v4. Buita's eating a lot of shots here. That is Abolish almost taking him down, but no, it gets re-swung and Buita will pick it up. Ridden's taking off Stargazer's side. Now down to a 2v2 between Quickie and Crypto. However, they're feeding Buita as he gets another one. Crypto left into a 1v... Or Quickie, sorry, left into a 1v1. Buita very, very low health. A rather rough start for this, for like Vizsla, Stargazer, Crypto. I want to say, you know, Quickie and Abolish definitely putting in the work, and he falls into a Frost Mat though. Impact misses, but fried from vertical to a 3-3 split moving into the second half.
That's tragic there for Quickie. Losing because he ran into a Frost Mat on site.
Losing the 4v2 is tragic. I mean,
Yeah.
we're starting to see the frag power that YUCK possesses between Buita and Flexed. However, CC has that as well. They got Abolish and Quickie sitting at 9-3 and 9-4 respectively. It's a battle of who's utility people, because CC's definitely relegating Vizsla, Crypto, and Star to their utility players. Whose utility is going to pick up the most frags? Because your fraggers are doing their jobs. Same thing is going for Buita and Flex. You know, their utilities of Quez, Riddance, and Glybo are picking up some shots, and that's where it's like making the difference at.
That's typically how it goes, it seems, with a lot of games, is that when you get your players who aren't necessarily your frags, when you get them to start contributing to the round, when you get them with impact, you get them frags or otherwise are able to get some sort of KOST metric, per se, that's going to be what leads to round wins. When you're getting everybody involved. It's an entire team moving as one and working as one.
So they've definitely been moving very well with each other. And that's usually, honestly, what set CC apart, was how much this team was, you know, able to be fluid with each other. But right now, they're just not pulling enough. Abolish, though, playing as the Pulse downstairs, with Crypto being a little bit aggressive upstairs. And that's their wall gone.
Great.
I think we're going to see Crypto on either a jump out here, or, ooh, almost gets fried through the wall. I mean, Buita's close, and they've got live pings on him now. I think the only thing saving Buita might have been Quez on his drone. Really smart play from Crypto to run away, and he gets fried by Quez with that DMR. Vizsla taken down by Flexed. Quickie picking up 2 kills there, but one was a friend, so it doesn't really count. Is with Quez, who's in. Same with Glybo.
A bomb has been located.
I think Abolish is going to be more or less trying to hold this vertical. However, I don't think he knows that Buita was right outside, and Buita could have had a very, very free kill. Glybo runs in, frying Quickie, and we have Abolish now last alive. Not the greatest position in the world to be in, as Plant is starting to go down, and he does not hit anybody with the C4, and down drops Riddance, giving YUCK the, you know, kind of little bit of advantage that they needed. Oh, we about to see CC get beat on their best map.
Perhaps. I wouldn't rule that out of the question.
What?
Huh?
What?
I said I wouldn't rule it out of the question.
I wouldn't either. I mean, excuse me, YUCK is putting on a show so far.
Yeah.
Attackers need to locate and
They've
defuse
been
as many bombs as they
doing
can.
very nicely, and we'll see if they can continue that here. You know, just a great first round. They're able to put together a very well-coordinated attack, and that's what I think really put them over the top.
So, watching that the push from YUCK there, how would you relate that to CC's? Yeah, how would you relate their attacks, or do you think that they're very, very different?
I mean, I've only seen one YUCK attack, and I'm very curious to see your thoughts as well. I would say, just off of that one, I think YUCK
Attackers are moving out to locate
perhaps
a bomb and
moves a bit through. than CC does. It felt more aggressive than the CC attack.
See, that's kind of what I was thinking, because they have, you know, a lot more, or not, sorry, not a lot more, a lot less utility being burned and a lot more drone work with guns up behind them. And to be honest, that's usually the way to win, is you need somebody to drone in your fraggers.
They're definitely taking kind of smash mouth approach here. Very much focused on getting in CC's face and trying to make it into kind of a tracking.
So we already have Glabo up in the meeting room. I mean, if Flex was in a better position earlier on, he probably could have had a free kill onto Viz. Like, as Glabo rushed him and, like, you know, just bull rushed him and pushed him back. However, it's going to be a bit rough from here as they have, you know, that Mira up. I think Guida, however, eliminated it. Or did he? No, he just had to use both his charges on one Mira. It still didn't even take it off. That reroutes this whole push. You don't want to keep pushing that Mira. However, Quez actually goes beneath to shoot it. And that's what you need to see. Or, no, he didn't hit that one. He hit the other Mira. They need to do something to push this one away, because that takes out the entire connector room push. And this attack getting very, very passive, a lot more just standing around now. Qued's making his way. He's going to probably come up blue. Or not? What is he doing, bro?
Seems like they're kind of stalling out right now. They need to get something going.
Well, maybe that pick on the crypto will pick something up as Glabo is making his way up the rafter stairs. However, Vizsla standing right there for that refrag. And the attacks stacking themselves up again. Stacked up and slowed down. We have Quez still just playing bottom warehouse. Ridden's going for a swing. Quickie finding Guida. Stargates are finding Flex. And we now have Quez, who came up to top warehouse, finally able to maybe try and support his teammate. As Riddance and Riddance and Quez are now just opposite ends of the map from one another. But clear line of sight through it. Quez going to be hard swinging with that DMR. Gets double teamed up. And now Riddance left in a 1v4 situation. Very bad spot to be as well, because, well, here comes the Doc with a good swing. And Abolition picking that one up for CC, tying it up again at 4-4.
Yeah, I think YUCK's attack just sort of stalled out there, and they couldn't get it back going, and so CC was able to just pick up a pretty easy round there.
Yeah, they stalled them out very, very quick. I think that's probably one of the major things that stopped a lot of this push, was them stalling them the way they did.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
It was very well done by CC. But I think if YUCK had been able to really make some sort of inroads onto the objective beyond just, you know, picking somebody off easily from IT wall, then I think that would have gone their way. But unfortunately, it did not. And now they sit back at square one. I don't even know if I can say square one, square two. You know, they're back at 4-4. They're back at tie. These two teams have been trading rounds since the start here.
Yeah, absolutely, since the start.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Neither team has been able to hold on to the lead.
I think we might see that change here.
Bomb and defuse it.
As they're going, excuse me, sorry, for this basement hold, and they've got Glabo bringing Blitz. Quez, I don't know what he's planning to do with this Maverick. I mean, they don't have, like, an outright hard breacher now. Like, don't get me wrong, Maverick is good for that, but he's not, you know what I mean? He's not gonna open a wall like an Ace or a Thermite. He's just kind of gonna give you some kill holes. He could open a whole wall, but it takes a lot to do. Glabo's gonna be rushing down Vizsla. And actually, Glabo's able to take Vizsla down. I mean, good trade out, getting rid of the Blitz.
I would say that's a pretty net positive trade for them. I mean, Blitz is just a nightmare on one scenario, so I'm surprised that he was able to pick that up, especially with the buff ray on his heels. Just a great frag there if you are CC, if you are Vizsla.
The way I always word the game is active utility versus passive utility. Vizsla already placed his gear. His passive utility is done. Quickie gets swung on by Riddance. However, Blitz is an active utility. He needs to stay alive to keep using it, and taking him out for a trade out of somebody who, you know, their utility's placed, they're basically dead in terms of utility, is a valid trade. However, losing Quickie right there very much so sucks, because I think he died with a C4 in his pocket. And here now Quez is starting to open up his kill holes. Flex pushing in. Buita setting up, has some of this track stinger set up. Yeah, we're going to see a rush here coming very, very quick, as Quez is going to, I think, hold these kill holes for a plant. However, they really only have to bull rush through Stargazer, and then Crypto's off-site. Coming around for the flank down the stairs. He hits this without being seen. It's going to be golden for them, as Abolish has that site locked down. They can't get through him. Riddance does have a drone out. I mean, again, as long as he doesn't see him on his drone, we're going to be golden here for this flank coming from Crypto. Crypto down the stairs now. And picks up 1 kill. Buita now rotating around to try and hold the angle. Riddance taking that gunfight as Buita goes for the swing onto Crypto. Now Crypto has to, you know, pull a rabbit out. Instead, he gets trapped and pinched between Riddance and Buita. I mean, still, it was a very good push round, as now it makes Riddance lose some health as he goes running back to his original position. Abolished holding and waiting for this Maverick to start. Abolished is not able to hit his shots, though. And the floor being opened above this mirror, and the mirror being popped, so that gives Buita pretty much a free run in when he wants to. With 10 seconds left, they have to do something. Ridden's sprinting over as fast as he can. Honestly, just lay a C4, do something. All you have to do is hit him. Just hit him once. Hit him once! But the attackers win off of kills as Abolished and gets fragged. Bro, all they had to do was hit him once in the body and kill him.
Pretty much. Like if he had had a nitro, that would have put the round away.
Yeah, I don't know where his nitro went. He had one.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't necessarily disagree with popping the Goyo, but I think in that specific situation it would have been better to just toss the C4. But I was quite surprised because typically the low time ends up causing teams to get sloppy and kind of turn into a mess.
Crypto's gone. They never asked for a pause, though.
Okay, interesting. I don't know what's up with that.
Okay, they're saying we got a rehost. What was the score? Was it 5-4?
It was 6. It was 5-4, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it was 5-4 because we were saying that it was 4-4 in square 2.
Yeah.
And they picked that round up there, so it became 5-4.
And Stargazer crashed, apparently. That's what happened.
I'll be right back.
Hold on. Let me pull up my stream. Technical difficulties, everybody. I wish I had like some intermission music.
I'm back.
All right. Cardi just said to Raiden, when my stream is done, we'll do, little bro. Crypto, bullish. Bro. Excuse me. Chat, why do people have to break their game?
Good question. All right. Alright. Message Cordy back. Told him I'll rate him when we're done. And finally, we got people starting to come back in, so. Seeing how that game has went so far, what are your opinions? It's been surprisingly close the whole time. I mean, no team's been able to hold on to a lead for more than a round, really. And that's just how it's been. You know, it's not a situation where one team is beating itself. It's really coming down to the wire in each round, really. But two teams that are playing very well, and it's a very good matchup. Yeah, it's certainly not. Based off of the poll in the server, it's certainly not going the way anyone expected. The polls were correctly, so to that extent.
Oh, your mic is getting very quiet.
Yeah, it's not been very much reflective of people predicting 34-6 in favor of CC. It's been very close,
Also,
which is a pleasant surprise.
you were pretty right so far with a 7-5 win, but it's just going the other way. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe we see that get turned back around. I don't know. Everybody ready?
perhaps there's still time. There's not much of a
Yo, 4. Start the game, man.
Yeah.
All right, Abolish. I know you're ready.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Alright.
ready.
I'm waiting on a.
I
Like
blame
Glabo
CC
or somebody.
Stargazer. Freaking internet is terrible.
Star Glazer. He's supposed to be glazed, bro. All right, we're going in. Bye, guys. Oh God, my chair almost broke. I hate myself. I've got the part to fix my chair sitting down in my truck. I've just never went down to get it. It's just sitting down in there.
Come on,
I just
Yeah.
haven't felt like doing it.
gotta do it. Gotta do it.
The thing weighs like 20 pounds. I've just been dead every day when I come home from work, so I haven't felt like carrying it up 2 flights of stairs. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Still, man, come on.
Nah, I could stay down there.
Defenders, protect your
I'm gonna see a basement hold coming again here from CC. Maybe this time they'll be able to work something out a little bit better than they did the last. Quez hitting that hot swap, bringing in the Maverick. I've seen a lot more of these, like, I don't want to say professional teams, but these D1 teams preferring to just Maverick holes in that wall rather than full open it. Because it's harder to return fire to a Maverick hole. However, the Maverick hole, you get pretty much the exact same lines of sight that opening the full wall does. The only thing you don't gain is your ability to run in. So if something backlines your team, you're kind of stuck out there.
Yeah, we'll see how effectively they're able to handle that. But I think that's a good possible problem to point out. And they're again not going to be bringing a hard reach here. Instead of adopting for that Mav, I think they're going to just be looking to kind of pick and choose their spots with that Mav, and utilize that instead of just full blown opening a wall and trying to pressure from that. It's an interesting approach.
I mean, I understand the point, though, because, like I said, it's harder to shoot back through a Maverick hole rather than it is to, you know... If they open a whole wall, they swing a whole wall, it's easy to kill them. You trying to be precise enough to just tap a Maverick hole at one glance is a little bit more difficult. We already see Buida in, and we're about to see the Glabo rush coming with that shield. I think they're maybe gonna try and... They don't have anybody there to open this wall up. Well, they don't have anything to open that wall up.
Not really. They've just got to try their best here and get something to happen.
I think Glabo pretty much knows this is not a great position to be in, and he doesn't care. He rushes Vizsla anyway, and Vizsla's still holding alive. Compared to last round, that's not a bad place to be. Ridden's coming through that kitchen window, maybe to try and make a refrag. We've got Flex playing up above on some vertical here, taking Quickie down through it. I mean, that's a really good pick there. Quickie has been on a heater so far. I didn't grab a screenshot from that last game, which, I mean, I'm expecting the teams to do that. That's their job.
Yeah, I would assume so.
I mean,
it should be. It's on the VOD though, so it's not too big.
Yeah,
of a
if
deal.
not, we got FOD.
Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, they're slowing down a bit here. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Say, last time they stalled like this, they actually got pushed out. Vizsla being blinded, now he has somebody at his window. He kind of pitched himself into a very bad spot here as he has the window being able to play him as well as Riddance being able to play him with Buida on the far swing taking the actual kill. Yeah, not a great spot for Vizsla to have been in there with a triple swing coming and nobody there to really reinforce. However, now Abolish is about to put himself into the 1v3 situation as he rotates down through. Takes Riddance as Riddance was on his drone. However, Flexed finds the refrag and to make it a 2v3. Theoretical 2v1 is Quez is not useless to his team, but he's just a sentry gun at this point. You know, he's stationary. He's at his set line of sight and that's it. He can't come in and help push from behind. He can't help move around.
Yeah, needs to be very mindful of that fact. He's not going to be a great assist to them, so they need to be able to get safely into a position where he can actually help them. You need to be mindful of that black mirror there
15 seconds to go.
and set up. It's around.
10 seconds to go.
If you look up at Crypto, he's going to be holding that default plant site.
5 seconds left.
And the plant's going down somewhere else. It doesn't go default. The one time that they were actually fully prepped to stop that, they rotated out. And have Buida sitting in a quarter, going to match point now for YUCK. What an insane I can't call that a high IQ play because there's no way you plan something like that. It's just what happened.
Yeah, no. That was honestly kind of a shock, I would say, you know. Probably shouldn't have played out like that considering the time. Considering that it was pretty much the same push from last time, but yet YUCK was able to pull it off here.
Like I said, I think the only thing that won them that round was that they didn't go default plant.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
You know, that saved the entire round. We might be looking at a 7-4 game here, chat. I mean, we're about to see the biggest upset of the century if they do. Besides, I think the Santos RPK game, which was like 40-something to 8.
Yeah, it was like 46, I think. But yeah, that was also wildly imbalanced, and that when we also casted, and that ended up being a PK winner, if I remember correctly.
I just think we need to stop casting these wildly imbalanced games. Like, I think we're
Perhaps.
cursed.
5 seconds left.
Maybe. It's fun though.
Chat, if you're ever voting in the polls, like you're trying for that poll master of the week or whatever it is,
Been discovered.
and you see me and Escar Go are casting something that's wildly imbalanced, I highly recommend you go and flip your vote. Because we know the outcome already. It's gonna go to OT, full OT, police, 8-7 to end it. And Flex getting rid of that Malusi there that was placed by Cryptical. And Ridden's getting that a wall open now. They have Glybo already pushing Warehouse. But they do have the Malusi drone on it, and it's now gone. So pretty easy, clean run in house. Crypto gets tries to jump out on Quez and ends up losing his life over that. And Glybo's got pretty much all the space in the world. Quez trying to play below. What was that?
Nobody really challenging him up there either.
I
Not a
wouldn't.
great.
However, I mean, he does kind of make the smart play to rotate off. And there's some more damage coming his way.
Continuing to apply pressure though. So I'm clear catwalk, and now he's going to try and push through the season.
Covers the bomb defuse.
I mean, they've got their hallway now as Flex is able to find a Polish. Libo eating some more damage. Stargazer with a beautiful pick there. That mirror is open though, and Stargazer just in a very, very bad position here. Pretty much put himself right in the middle of that, like 3 men peeking him. Now Vizsla and Quickie kind of on the outside of this, forced to watch this, you know. They just take sight. We're going to see Flex go for this plant here as Buida's now like holding by himself with that 20 rounds left on an LMG. Not able to pick it up. Flex gets the plant. Vizsla needs to reposition. He doesn't know the wall's open or doesn't know the mirror's popped or something. But gets
even really
capped.
He just didn't even fight
Wait,
back.
Blackbeard was banned.
Wait, what? Crazy.
Blackbeard was banned.
Bro. Did it not recognize the bands that you put in?
Mm-mm.
Classic Siege. That's how it goes. Is that if you rehost and you put in bands, it doesn't.
It went to no bans.
Yeah, if you put in round history and bands, it doesn't accept the bands. I've had this issue happen before.
Who all was
So-
even banned? It was Blackbeard and what? I don't even remember.
I don't either.
You want to? I punched him in, but my brain's just dying.
All good. Take a sec.
What's it, Dokubi?
I think so. I think it was dope.
I don't. They got a screenshot with no bans posted. Yeah, my brain hurts.
So real.
Oh wait, Blackbeard, Monty,
Yeah,
Tuberal, and Fenrir.
that makes sense.
I've got to start it at 5-6. Orange win, blue win, blue win, orange win, blue win, orange win, orange win, blue win, orange win. That last round that orange won, where were they at? Not the last round, but the
They won basement, no? Because we said that they pulled it off twice.
yeah. Alright, told everybody to get their teams back in. Oh my god, I'm gonna shoot myself.
For real. Also, you're on Lair right now.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Okay.
Hey, they won basement last, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And Glabo apparently left after winning. Yeah, Rins wants an E-sub.
That's crazy.
Well, because Glabo went off to eat. As soon as he won, he thought it was over, so he left.
Yeah. I'm just saying that that's crazy.
So, we just sit here and patiently wait. I highly recommend everybody go check out Cardi's stream, as he has live right now of 619 versus Void.
619 debut game.
Yeah, we'll see how they hold up in this level of competition against Void. Cardi has so much better looking production than I do, and it makes me sad. I want to cry.
Bruh.
Oh, now what? In-game cast, okay, it's just Cardi going live. I want to go play Roblox Tycoon, hurry up.
So real.
Any word on Glybo, the top 3 controller player? Is he coming back? Oh, man. Yeah, Yuck is asking for a E-sub because Glybo is gone. Yeah, they want Godly in because Godly apparently sucks at the game and Glybo was 2-10, so it's an even trade. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, Vizsla came in and said you cannot E-sub mid-game.
Bro.
Oh my god. So what are we gonna do here?
Guess that means they have to 4v5? I don't know.
If I'm Yuck and we lose because of a 4v5, I would be so ticked off.
I would too,
I mean,
bro.
you're losing Glybo, who is only 2-10, but that's a lot of utility dead. Yeah, that's one of your droners gone. So if they lose off a 4v5 because of a bad rehost and somebody didn't like stay, oh, I'd be so ticked. But at the same time, I mean, you gotta have a way to contact your players. Whew. And CC is saying then we're just gonna have to 4v5 it.
Great.
Oh my. Alright. We're beginning 4v5.
All right.
Now what? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm done. I went up the screenshot they sent me for round history.
Yeah.
Yeah, wrong round count.
Oh, bruh.
What was it? Monty, Blackbeard.
Monty Blackbeard, Fenrir Tube, I think.
Fenrir, Tube.
Yeah.
And what was score? 6-5?
I thought so.
Even Vizsla's agreeing. Just end it. 7-5. Yuck wins.
That game?
Yeah. Crypto goes, bro, what are you saying? I said just win faster so they don't play Blackbeard. Alright, that's it. Ending the stream.